Buckle up for the wild ride of Perseus. Back in ancient Greece, we've got this dude named King Acrisius in Argos, and he's all stressed out about passing on the kingdom. But guess what? Fate decided to pull a fast one on him. Instead of the heir he dreamt of, Acrisius ends up with a baby girl. Danae. Talk about a curveball right out of the gate. Poor guy probably expected a mini-me running around, swinging a tiny sword. So, there's Acrisius, scratching his head, thinking, how am I going to secure the future of Argos with a daughter? Now, Acrisius, not one to roll with the punches, decides to consult the oracle. And let me tell you, the oracle drops a bombshell that makes Acrisius's jaw hit the floor. His own grandson is destined to be the death of him. Suddenly, Acrisius has seen enemies in his own bloodline. To dodge this ominous prophecy, he pulls a classic move, locks up Danae in a tower, princess style, and tosses away the key. No more heirs, no more problems, right? However, Danae, stuck in her lofty prison, starts feeling the pangs of loneliness. What's a princess to do when confined in a tower? She prays, of course. And guess who's eavesdropping from the godly heights of Olympus? None other than the king of the gods himself, Zeus. With his characteristic swagger, Zeus thinks, hey, she sounds like she needs a divine visit. In a snap, as if responding to his godly command, a cascade of golden rain materializes from the heavens and showers down upon Danae. The atmosphere crackles with the energy of Zeus's love, as the golden rain weaves a magical connection between the mortal princess and the mighty god. In this enchanted moment, Danae experiences a union with the divine, as Zeus expresses his affections through the ethereal medium of rain. Now, fast forward to the birth of baby Perseus. Acrisius is fuming. To solve the problem, Acrisius goes full-on villain and decides to throw both mother and child into the sea, thinking problem solved. But oh no, the sea has other plans and decides, not today. A kind-hearted fisherman named Dictys rescues them from the watery depths. Dictys takes them under his wing, raising Perseus into a strapping lad. As Perseus grows up, a lavish party is thrown at the palace, and Dictys and Perseus score an invite. Enter King Polydectes, the host with the most, who happens to have eyes for Danae. However, Perseus, playing the role of the overprotective son, is having none of it. Facing the challenge of impressing the king, Perseus, lacking in riches, decides to flex his heroic muscles. He boldly proposes to fetch the head of the monstrous Medusa as a gift for Polydectes. Polydectes, smelling an opportunity to get Danae all for himself, sends Perseus on this epic quest. And so, off Perseus goes on a grand adventure to find and slay the infamous Medusa. Hermes gives him some invaluable advice, and Athena hooks him up with divine gear: a sword, winged sandals, a helmet of invisibility, and a fancy bag for Medusa's head. Perseus, now a walking armory, goes to the Grey Witches for intel. These witches, who share one eye among them, spill the beans about the nymphs holding Perseus's gear. With ninja-like skills, Perseus snags the eye and gets the scoop on the nymphs from the witches. Off he goes to the Hyperboreans, and the nymphs, being sweethearts, hook him up with even more cool stuff. Athena makes a grand entrance, tosses him her shield, and Perseus is now basically a one-man demigod army, ready for the ultimate showdown with Medusa. Locating the Gorgon's lair, Perseus channels his inner ninja, and with Athena's wisdom, turns the tables on Medusa. A little reflection, a perfect spin, and bam. One Gorgon down, one head in the bag. But the adventures are far from over. Perseus encounters Atlas, pulls a divine power move, and turns him into a mountain. He then swoops in to save Andromeda from becoming a seafood platter. The two tie the knot, and as a wedding present, Perseus receives a ship. Back home, Perseus discovers that Polydectes, the slimy king, has been bothering his mom. Perseus, not one for diplomacy, whips out Medusa's head and petrifies everyone in the palace. Dictys takes the throne, and Perseus becomes the talk of the town. Acrisius, still paranoid about that pesky prophecy, tries to avoid his fate. But, lo and behold, Perseus, not holding a grudge, inadvertently fulfills the prophecy. Classic Greek tragedy at its finest. Being the good sport he is, Perseus gives Medusa's head to Athena, who adds it to her divine collection. Our hero then goes on to found the city of Mycenae, and his bloodline includes none other than the legendary Hercules. And there you have it, the tale of Perseus, a guy who faced monsters, gods, and family drama, all in a day's work for a Greek hero.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to get more content like this.